From his strong will to regain the title, to his deadly southpaw technique and elite footwork, there are plenty of ways Vasiliy Lomachenko can destroy Devin Haney. In and out of the ring, Loma is a fierce competitor. While his boxing accomplishments are well known, it's less well known that he returned to Ukraine in time to enlist in a territorial defense battalion. What a hero. Coming back in any normal scenario, after losing the title to Teofimo Lopez, Loma would have fought the current WBA, WBO, IBF, and the ring lightweight champion George Kambosos Jr., but someone else beat him to the punch. After serving his country, Loma came back in the fourth quarter of 2022, and on October 29, he fought Jermaine Ortiz at the Hulu Theater in New York. As expected, the Matrix won via unanimous decision, and he's ready to go all out in the next match. But on the other hand, despite being undefeated, a very unknown Devin Haney made a major rise last year and cemented his name in the minds of many at the WBC Lightweight Championship. He fought Kambosos twice, once on June 5th and again on October 16th.
He needs to stop the low nut though, Bernardo.
Both times, the Australian was unable to provide satisfactory responses to the American. Therefore, the Dream became the unrivaled champion, an intimidating opponent to any potential successors, and Loma's next target. If I'm being honest, a Haney versus Loma bout is exactly what the boxing world needed. Since both Haney and Lomachenko are promoted by Bob Arum and his top-rank organization, much of the negotiation that usually prevents high-profile bouts from being set in stone is unnecessary. In an era when fans rarely get what they want, this is a big win for them, as this bout will surely be explosive. Haney is unbeaten in 29 fights and has a WBC championship belt from 2019, but he wasn't recognized seriously as a champion. No, he had to prove his worth by defeating the also undefeated Kambosos by a wide decision in their first fight last year. That's not all. Haney went on to defeat Kambosos again in their second fight. This further solidified his position as the undisputed lightweight champion. But these feats also piqued the interest of Loma. Loma had previously won the WBA and WBO belts before losing the IBF title in a controversial decision to Lopez.
Yeah, nice work there from Teofimo to the body, backing Loma up.
Lopez gave Kambosos the cash 13 months later, paving the path for Haney's rise this year with a pair of victories. Just like poetry in motion, Loma stands with the title in his sights once again, and both fighters aren't playing around. After his second bout with Kambosos, Haney commented that he'd definitely entertain a fight with Loma. He went on to say that he'll take on all corners, regardless of who they are, and that he's looking to square off against the world's top competitors. Haney then made the bold claim that he could hold his own against anyone, including Loma. But Loma is a different beast altogether.
Lomachenko is a tremendous tactician.
The guy won 2 Olympic gold medals before turning professional in 2013. The 34-year-old won the featherweight world title in his third fight as a pro. Think about it, just 3 fights in, and he already has a title. The 23-year-old Haney would be completely outclassed physically by his opponent. Loma has substantial advantages in height, reach, and hand speed. Not only that, his southpaw technique and elite-level footwork make him a formidable opponent.
And the early shot that he landed, I mean, really no adjustments have been made to this point from this.
And his solid defense and inventive punching angles are no joke either, due to the elder man's roughly 400 fights in his amateur career compared to Haney's 146. There is also a significant age and experience difference. And unless he's an exceptional actor as well, Loma sounds hungry. He said that he prepared for this moment and needed this chance. Loma went on to declare that he needs this, the undisputed world champion, fight. I can't tell you how excited I am for this bout. The only thing that might work in Haney's favor here is the fact that Loma was out of the ring for quite a while. But honestly speaking, the Ukrainian seems just as explosive as he was before leaving to defend his country. Loma was on the verge of the most crucial bout of his life. The moment it seemed within grasp, a much larger fight developed. This one, though, took place in no ring at all, and nonetheless trumped all others. Loma was supposed to fight Kambosos for the unified lightweight world title on June 5th, but Russia invaded his home country of Ukraine, and he withdrew from the fight and went back to help protect his country. Now, if it were any ordinary person, time away from the ring would have made them a little rusty, but it's Lomachenko we're talking about. The Matrix came back from military duties and won a tough battle against Ortiz. Though it's not like Loma's absence from the ring didn't get to him, and the Ukrainian had a very poor start, but as the fight went on, Lomachenko got stronger, eventually winning the fight. After the bout, Loma headed back to his country to continue his military service. But when he comes back, it will be to fight for the lightweight title. Lomachenko already declared that he was ready, and you could really see it in his eyes. That might all be true, especially with his boxing style. Loma's athleticism is off the charts, as are his hand speed, accuracy, defense, and timing. But who can forget that elite footwork that easily overpowers his opponents? He's polished all of his skills during his great amateur career, and now he can do just about anything. Loma has been taking his boxing to the professional level, making the best fighters in the world look like they are just starting out. It's amazing to live in the Lomachenko era because I'm sure we'll look back and realize how good he was after everything is said in history, and honestly, his aggressive style of fighting is extraordinary. Loma's main goal throughout the fight is to put pressure on his opponent and knock him out round after round if that's what it takes. But what makes this fighter a menace for his opponents is the fact that he's got pretty much every trick in the book. Light punches, supreme feints, countering, slap guard, just name it. And Loma can do it to perfection. Among all his techniques, his footwork tops the list. You just can't match Loma's footwork and his southpaws. I already feel bad for Haney. The poor guy's in for some big trouble, but needless to say, the Dream will come prepared as well. Haney is no pushover, and the guy has proven his worth on multiple occasions. Watching Devin Haney fight, it's clear that he is a strategic outboxer with deft counterpunching abilities. Although he can trade in the pocket, his natural style is to punch and move with his jab, and then wait for an opening to counterpunch or set up an assault combination. The most direct analogy would be Floyd Mayweather's strategy of hitting and not getting hit. He has employed the same stance with his lower hand to aid in his use of defensive maneuvers and up jabs. Haney even worked out with Floyd and followed some of his training suggestions. His win without a doubt bout against Kambosos is proof of that training, in the way that he keeps his distance and works the outside of his opponents like a counterpuncher. I'm reminded of Salvador Sanchez. A lot of Haney's overhand rights remind me of Sanchez's signature technique. Honestly speaking, the 24-year-old is an extremely difficult opponent since he is constantly on the move and rarely gives his opponents any breathing room, and might prove to be a tough match for even Loma. Yes, the Matrix is among the fastest boxers out there, but Haney is always moving and dodging attacks. Plus, Loma actually struggled against Ortiz early in their fight. That's something that the Dream can take advantage of. But still, Lomachenko is well capable of destroying the American fighter. Well, that's all for how Loma will destroy Haney.